Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to the Cable Trash Cast. I'm your host, Occult Tooner, with with guests Chungus, Foil, Moon, and Pale. And tonight we're just gonna talk about the more One Piece movies, specifically One Piece movies 4, 5, and 6. Introduce yourself, guys.
I'll go first. I'm an Astral Turtle. I'm Chungus, the last black man on Earth.
The
I
only black man on
draw,
Earth.
I draw, and I make music. And yeah, go ahead and if you're a gamer girl, hit me up. Here's my digits. Here's my
What about the gamer guys?
the gamer guys. They can they'll see me personally. We'll just say that. There need to be no interjections with the gamer voice. I'll beat you in Guilty Gear.
It's true. He
That's
will.
it. That's it.
Cool. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a Royal Foil, and I also draw stuff. And I got a Twitter, Instagram, and yeah, sometimes I post when I feel like it. So don't be like
Based.
that.
Right?
Based.
Based,
That's it.
extra based. Moon.
Hi, I'm MoonSeal. I'm just here because you couldn't find anyone else to talk about One Piece with. So
Crazy.
I'm here by default.
Crazy.
And that is the correct way. Default.
Bravely Default.
Right? I have
It's a
that
fun game.
It is a fun
Nice.
It's a cringe JRPG.
And
game.
Pale.
Chungus, you're here to make enemies, and
Sorry.
I am,
Sorry.
and I will face you in Guilty Gear.
No.
All right, and Pale.
Yes, I'm Pale Iguana, and I also do the funny little drawings from time to time. I also have art. Well, never mind, they're closed now. I was gonna say I have art commissions, but they're closed now. But I have a new handle. Y'all can follow me at the Aquatic Goth or at the Aquatic Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm your host, Occult Tooner. I record and edit this podcast, so please like and subscribe. I also have the A2K magazine, where it's a collaboration between all of us as well. Please download that in itch.io or itch.io. And follow me on Twitter. Yeah.
How come you didn't tell them about the $40 million you embezzled from the U.S. National Reserve?
Chungus, please.
Well, I'm just asking why you didn't say
The
it.
IRS is already on my ass.
You better make sure to edit that out in the post.
Yeah, sure, edit it. I definitely do
You
that.
can find him at this address right now, please.
But,
Flashing on screen.
all right, let's go. Let's just begin with the first movie, One Piece movie for Dead End Adventures, and I'll go with Chungus. Yeah, you can go first. Likes and dislikes about it.
Let's see. I love Shariah, and I feel like I'm in like a pretty decent amount of One Piece fans who I just love when they bring back the bounty hunters. You know, the whole thing about bounties is that like, yeah, someone should turn them in for that bounty, and no one at a certain point no one can. So it's always cool to see the bounty hunters, or like harkening back to when Zoro was a pirate hunter. And there's a filthy orphan child in this movie. It's absolutely revolting. He's a little rat bastard, and I like him. He's funny.
Chungy, why are you misgendering this poor child?
Crap, I forgot. No. Oh, also,
we warned you about this. We warned you.
even though I don't like Gaspardi's design, I did find out he was actually designed by Oda himself. So a rare miss from the king. But other than that, that's all.
All right. Did you mention the dislikes, or is that just it?
That was my dislike. I just don't like. I don't like Gaspardi. Like, I don't think I like him at all. I mean, I don't really care for his design. He just looks like a bootleg Whitebeard. And I don't really care for his devil fruit either. I'm also kind of. Am I the one like confused that it's classified as a logia?
Yeah, that's
Um,
just a thing.
Because
It just
candy
is.
isn't like a thing in nature. So
You could
It-
say that about
I
Green Bull.
no, he's like
Or no,
that's nature.
he's trees.
well,
He's nature's
I mean,
He's just
yeah,
he's one of the rare solid logias. That's all.
I guess.
Like him and
I,
I guess Kuzan.
I guess you can
Or,
think of
not
it. I guess you can think of it as a sugar fruit. Sugar. That I think you can find that in nature.
Mm, you can,
Yeah.
but I'm actually pretty sure he's the candy. A candy
He's
fruit,
a-
not the
Just-
sugar fruit. He's specifically candy.
Just paint it yellow and call it the honey fruit.
My boy Paraspero did it better.
It's his
Peros.
fruit. He was barely doing it at all.
Mm,
I'm sorry.
so true, so true.
So true, bestie.
Okay, that's
But
it.
yeah,
That's all I gotta say. For
That's it. All right.
Oh god.
Foil.
Okay, so
Time's
couple
up.
likes
Boom.
I did have was like,
Oh.
hmm?
No, you do not say
Nah,
that.
go ahead, Foil.
He's a good egg. He's our fresh pair of eyes.
He's my son.
Foil here has never seen the series before, so he's our little man.
Don't call me out like that, man.
Don't
I'm
go.
not gonna call you out. I'm just
We're calling
you're
you a
fresh
fake
pair of eyes
fan.
in
No.
ears. Okay.
But yeah, it's just like the only like couple parts I really did like. I mean, I'll go into more detail and later. But you know, it was like the part where like the ship crashes into the building when they were racing.
Oh yeah.
And it was like the part where the kid just straight up pull a pistol out. I don't know why, but this made me laugh hard. And what else? It was also like the design for that little transporter snail. I'm surprised nobody really talked about it, but I really like the design of it. You know,
I don't remember how that looked like.
yeah, it's like near at the beginning of the movie.
Do you have a picture of it, or?
Yeah, I'll probably post it later, like after I'm finished talking. But,
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up while he's talking
let's see
too.
what else. Oh, let's see. I think the only thing I really disliked about the movie is that, you know, it just kind of seems like it kind of dragged a little long. 'Cause it was like an hour and 30 minutes. But I guess it's because it's my attention span. And plus, all the other movies were that
Were-
same amount of time.
We're about an hour long.
Yeah. But that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Moon.
Oh, hi. What I liked about this movie, first off, was like the opening like shot where it's like it's just going through the city, like with the like early like CGI.
Nice.
Or no, it wasn't really early, but
Base take.
Bruh.
it definitely reminded me of like say like a JRPG you would find on like the late PS1 catalog or early PS2. And that, I found that really charming.
Fair enough.
Other things I liked the race. The race was fun. Like when they're all like just going down the mountain, like a callback to Reverse Mountain in a way, with
Mhm.
all like the hijinks of that. I like. Sorry, throat. No, I like Soraya as well. He's a really cool character. Has a lot of cool like scenes early on in the movie, and he's kind of like another like focal point during it. It's like you're always thinking about him, and, like what he's trying to do along with the Straw Hats. So I like him. What else? I like unlike Chungus here, who hates poor people. I don't hate the girl who
Dang.
we first are introduced to as like a boy who turns out just to be the adopted granddaughter of the enemy captain's like ship boiler room.
Mm.
So I thought it was fun for the most part. I wouldn't say I disliked anything until like the end of the movie where we're stuck basically fighting or watching the Straw Hats fight Crocodile 2. Like
Discount
that's just,
Crocodile.
I don't remember his name. That's all I remember him as is Crocodile 2.
Gasparde.
Spud. I mean, yeah.
Gaspacho.
I mean, it was kind of cool that he was like a former Marine, but he
Yeah.
hadn't necessarily else going on for him.
It gets done better in later movies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a cool thing to have, but they don't really do much with the fact that he used to be a Marine. It's just he used to be a Marine. That's it.
Yeah.
But-
So yeah.
That's what
No,
it is.
there's definitely a movie that's good in like the two first acts, but it kind of falls flat at the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
All right.
that's all I have to say.
Any dislikes?
No, I mean that was my dislike. Is just like the last act plus Crocodile too. Just no.
Okay. All right. Then up to me is you stole my notes that I was gonna say. The whole
No, just add on to it. Come on.
opening scene where it's just a 3D background with the two-dimensional character superimposed on it. I like that. It's
Why?
I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's charming,
bad.
man.
It's neat.
I'm sorry.
It's neat.
Uh-oh.
Bad. Okay, sorry.
When did this come out? Like 2006?
No, it came out like
Nah, it's probably
2003.
2003?
2003. Yep.
Yeah, I don't expect super excellent CGI from 2003 movie,
Well, I do.
Especially a Toei movie.
especially from Toei.
Damn.
Don't even do it then.
Wrong. Always do
Sorry.
it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
Let me see.
I am making you watch the opening to Final Fantasy VIII after this, Chungus.
No.
It's that opening. That one character, that new character that shows up. I forgot his name, with the yellow jacket and uses a Shiraya. Shiraya carry here. I like him. It's one of those characters I wish was canon and just came back in later seasons.
Yeah. Same.
What's the other thing? I like from the beginning. I like that it's way more energetic and joyful. It really encapsulates that energy from the first movie, where it's like a simpler time.
Yeah. Old school One Piece.
Old school One Piece.
No gears. No hockey. No Nathan.
Just your fists and your brains. But Luffy has no brains, so it's just his fists. And then this Chungus.
No, go ahead.
Okay. And then dislikes is just the kind of with everyone else where it just drags on in the end. It could have been shorter. I feel like it could have been cut maybe 10 minutes off. But that last fight scene seemed kind of tacked on. That's it.
Oh yeah, it wasn't satisfying at all.
No.
Nah.
He just needed a strong guy to fight.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, this was right after Alabasta is when this movie takes place, and
Yes.
it definitely does feel like a very early Grand Line kind of movie. But the earlier One Piece movies always felt like they had like way lower stakes because East Blue is very, small towns, like small villages, but like Alabasta was the first time they really like saved a country or whatever, or affected like politics on a global scale. And this movie definitely feels still more kind of fun, but the villain definitely felt like a bit more grandiose in that way. So
A rehash.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a clash of style.
It's like a new formula, and maybe they are just not like sure where to go with it. I don't know.
They were just experimenting.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, Kel.
I just want to clarify that I'm unlike most people in this podcast. I'm not like caught up with any of the One Piece. I think I stopped around like the mermaid arc. I don't know the name.
Fishman Island.
Yes, that one. And I took a long hiatus, and I gotta jump back in. So I don't know everything, and I know the movies aren't canon, but I'm like, but yeah. So I'm not a fake fan, but I'm not like a true fan either.
You're fine up until like movie 11.
Imposter.
Yeah.
There's not like a
No.
ton to it, so like
I'm
at
not
least
a
half
freak.
the
Most of the movies are set pre-time skip, so
Yeah.
you're fine.
But as far as for my likes and dislikes, I don't have much to say except it has no Robin. I don't like it. It feels like a filler.
True.
It feels like a filler, like a mini filler arc.
It does
Movie.
have Robin. She just does not plays a big part in it.
She's just
Not
there.
enough Robin.
She's
Not
not
enough,
like.
Robin.
I actually forgot she was in the movie, and
Oh, I thought she wasn't. I was like, wait,
no,
Robin's not
she's
in
there.
this.
If you look in the poster,
back.
she's way in the back too.
Oh, because I was like, I saw the poster and I'm like, I don't remember seeing her in the movie.
Hold on.
Like it's actually another thing I do like about it's like how they learn that like Robin just acts like an exposition dump like early on in the movie. It's like, oh yeah, no, this is where all the pirates. This is like
Yeah.
a
Oh,
common
yeah.
thing.
That's her biggest contribution is that she had been there before. You're absolutely
That's it.
Mhm.
I was there.
She knows all the lore.
Yeah, no, that basically
That makes sense.
Robin.
She do be knowing the lore. That is her superpower, is that she knows a lot of lore.
That's her superpower. She has access to Wikipedia.
She knows so much of the lore, she can read stuff that no one else can read.
You're gonna have to circle in like a red pencil where she's at because I can't find her. Oh wait, there she is.
There
Never
she
mind, I
is.
found
She's
her.
laying there. Hey, I'll
There
do
she is.
exactly
Yonder.
that.
There she
On
is
the
on her
left.
phone with the One Piece wiki on there.
And
She's like, there I am,
Okay.
there I am, Gary. They
Yeah.
definitely need to give her bigger roles.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And bigger boobs. Oh no,
Oh,
wait.
no.
No,
No,
Oda did
no.
give
Oh,
her
never
bigger
mind.
boobs.
Oh no.
Never mind.
No.
Moving on this podcast now.
They already did that.
Oh. See, I'm not
Say-
caught up. I wouldn't
Old-
know.
Oda whitewashed her and gave her bigger badongadons.
What was wrong with
Actually,
her brown
in the
skin?
manga, she was never dark skinned in the manga. She was only an anime color.
Uh-huh.
Oh, those little phone fellas, sluggy phones.
And then Mushi.
Ah, there she is.
But yeah, Pell, continue on.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, that's it. No dislikes.
Not as like,
No, wait, you
the
said
dislike
it-
is not a Robin.
Yeah, you said the dislike.
It felt like a filler.
Did you say the likes?
It's fine, I guess.
Mid.
It's a movie. It's mid.
it's kind of mid.
Sorry.
I can agree with.
It's a movie.
Okay,
It
cool.
does kind of feel like just a long episode. So
If you like One Piece and you got free time, I guess you can watch it. That's all I gotta
Yes,
say
you can
about
watch it.
this one.
I guess you can watch it.
is that your nostalgia critic review?
Yes.
Well, if you got time and you love One
I
Piece,
guess you can
I guess
watch
you can watch it.
There is no such thing as a One Piece credit card. You're wrong.
No, we got to do the next movie.
Where's
Hurry.
my berry card? Next topic is the crocodile fight version 2. So Pell,
Look.
your thoughts on crocodile version 2?
It's fine.
It's fine.
I will die. It's fine, but it's fine.
Okay, I'll just move on to myself then. Even though it just kind of like changes the tone of the movie, I didn't mind the fight. It's interesting seeing such a weird fruit show up so soon. It's a Candy Logan.
That's
I think the solution to that was kind of dumb, where Luffy covers himself in what was
Flour.
it? Flour, right?
Yeah.
In flour, but
What?
It-
nothing.
Yeah.
it was raining, so that should have washed off anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, that's about it. I guess it's weird that they immediately copied Crocodile so quickly, because this is after Alabasta, so I feel they could have gone a little bit more creative in their villains.
To be fair, this is like a Toei movie. They did this a lot with Dragon Ball.
They
Where
did
they
this a
they
lot.
just like copied the last like villain from the major arc.
Yeah, but Dragon Ball only has one type of villain.
Just
That's
one.
so sweet.
Chungus is Steven.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say how half the cast is all ex-villains. I'm not gonna say anything. I got 12 papers of text right here.
This isn't fairy tale, okay? Not everyone is a villain.
Well,
Ew.
can we?
Spring
I don't want
game.
to like cut anyone off, but maybe can we all just kind of agree that the fight was just like, like
Literally just a
Ah.
rehash of fucking Crocodile.
okay.
It's a
I mean,
bit
unless-
much.
I don't really. I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't have much to add. I know you
Push.
two were first, but
That's okay. We can speak on this. Moon,
Yeah.
your thoughts?
Like nothing more. Like actually, like instead of like, oh, water, or haha, I'm Crocodile. You can't beat me. Oh no, water, right?
Oh, no,
Any devil
water.
fruit. But this guy's like, no, water and flour. Ha ha ha. Yeah, no, it's just. I don't know why they had to rehash. I love Crocodile. I love that fight, but it was just such a more poorly done version of that.
Hmm.
And I don't know. I don't even remember his like main like motivation. What, getting like berries from winning the race?
I thought he was just hunting down the pirates.
Yeah, I think it was like he hated pirates or something.
I don't exactly remember his
Actually-
motivation. And we watched this movie like what, a few days ago.
we watched it twice
mean-
too.
2
Yeah.
days
That's
ago.
how
Next time
good the
we watched it.
movie was. That you remember the plot, right? Right?
I remember parts of the plot. I don't remember Gaspacho's plan.
Basho.
Gazpacho's plan.
Gazpacho from Chowder.
Ciao.
Comedy gold.
Comedy gold.
But yeah, we'll move on to Foil. Foil.
Whaley.
Well, I just thought it was kind of mid, you know? I mean, just punched the guy in the face and the stomach a couple of times, then he threw flour at him. I mean, damn, man, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. No,
It
no,
was
no gears.
like when you,
No, Nathan.
sorry, but it was like what you said. It's basically it's just gonna wash off in the rain. So I don't know. That's it.
Mid. No gears. No hockey. No.
Okay, there was like one kind of like thing they just stole from the manga too, like from Java at the end where it's like, oh, because everyone like they go in with like Luffy with a 30 million berry
Right.
bounty, right?
Mhm.
I don't know.
And at the end, they just repeat the same thing after Luffy fought Bellamy and went to like Skypiea, where it's just like, oh no, his new bounty came in and it's like 100K. So this is actually after Crocodile. So
Yeah.
if this was canon, you just went from Crocodile to Crocodile 2, and I don't.
All right.
This movie could have used a better villain. It was so good up until the third act.
And then Chungus. I know you already said anything. Your thoughts, but anything else?
Yeah, I actually was gonna skip this, but I'm actually glad everyone said stuff because there's some stuff I didn't remember. Yeah, I guess that's, I don't know if that's a testament to how kind of like forgettable the movie was or whatever, because it is like the first time we see a candy Logia user, and I think it's also the first time they played around with the idea of a race, because it's still like pre Davy back and pre Stampede and all that. So, but no, I don't know. I got nothing else. It's
Nothing
mid,
else?
but,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll just interject one more thing is Oda really did Crocodile bad in the early years. Like this guy's a menace, a warlord, a menace to society. Like everyone treats him as a threat, and he just gets beaten by some rubber guy with water.
Some runt from East
Some
Blue
runt.
with no hockey.
With
Golly. No Awakened Devil Fruit. No Nathan.
no nothing.
Nathan.
Don't be spurch Crocodile. He tried Crocodile. He tried.
Don't say what I think you're going to say about Crocodile. Don't do it.
Crocodile.
What?
Crocodile.
What?
He's a cool dude.
What about it?
No, you're gonna say.
Mugiwara.
Go ahead, Chungus. Say it.
Go on, say it.
Nah, you're gonna be like, oh, he just lost the fight on purpose because he's really Luffy's mom. The most insane
What?
crock-pot
Chungus, you've known me for so
crackpot
long. You
theory
know
I've
full.
ever heard.
Chungus,
It's so
you know I don't.
insane. It's actually insane.
Chungus, you know I don't subscribe to those
The-
theories. Okay, I'm not like a
Yeah.
film
The-
theory fan.
The
Y'all always say it.
the only correct theory.
It's just not true. There's no way that's happening. Oda would never.
Crocodile
Although
was
I don't
just
know. To be fair, Oda is surprisingly trans friendly. I noticed. So no,
Crocodile was just
he might have done it.
training his
Oda might have done
son.
it. Maybe he did. Maybe he was training Mugiwara this whole time. I don't know. I've been gaslit into it enough that I'm starting to believe. Oh,
Okay.
hmm.
Hmm.
It's the noggin jogging, huh?
Mhm.
Well, it is Gaslight Tuesday.
No, it's actually Gaslight
Yeah, it is
Thursday.
Tuesday.
No,
Alright.
we're not gonna finish. Do this
Do the next one. Yeah.
next one. Yes.
So next topic. Any improvements from the last three movies? So Chungus.
Oh shoot. Actually, I don't know how to. Actually, don't know if I have much to say on this one.
Oh,
I don't remember it. One Piece 4 being like that big of improvement, but yeah, actually, you know what? I will say it definitely looks better. I forgot. One Piece 3 was the Chopper movie,
Yes.
yeah,
so it definitely looks better than the Chopper movie. And I would actually say it is a much better improvement over 3 in like every way. This one's just kind of like meh, but it has some high points. But like movie 3 was pretty tough to get through. So yeah, I'll give it that. And this is also one of my favorite eras of One Piece animation, like 2004-ish. 2004 to 2006. They're doing great stuff. Anyway, other than that, that's all I got. That's all that's it.
Okay. Foil.
okay, so because I felt like this was probably gonna be a question, I had watched let me see, Clockwork and the third movie again. I don't know why I did the third movie again, but
Because you love the third movie, Foil.
oh,
You said it in call when we watched these movies.
it was painful.
Pretty rough.
Okay, so
Tough one to get.
first movie, I guess, it actually felt like an event. Like it actually felt like a movie, I guess. Whereas like the second movie, like the second and third movie just felt like filler. And when I watched Clockwork the third time, I was like, it wasn't really as exciting as it was when I first watched it.
Mhm.
Because I kind of felt like that some of the different like minions and stuff would be kind of unique. Really, the only characters that I kind of remember was like the Honey Queen lady. That was only
That
because
would be
she
the one you remember.
because of
Sorry.
fan service and the
Judging
fact
you.
that she just turned into goo.
The water baddie.
You don't remember
Yeah,
Boo?
like all of her scenes was just really her. She was in the
Bojack?
tub. Like,
You don't remember Bojack?
Bojack
Or-
Horseman.
No, what's his name? Sorry,
you talking about the
Majin Buu,
leaders? Oh,
the chunky boy.
Beauty bobbity boo.
It's
the boy that turned into a ball.
yeah, the
Oh,
very
yeah.
same. Okay, sorry. It's in you, please.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me think. Then the third movie, I don't even want to talk about that right now. I mean, even though it was like the shortest one, it just seemed like, pacing was terrible, and then it had that weird oil to it. It's kind of boring, you know. But I would definitely say that was kind of slightly an improvement. I mean, I guess it's not that hard to really come back from the third movie being better than the animal movie.
Yeesh.
And I guess, like, the villain, the fourth movie was kind of a little bit more interesting because, the first movie was like the lion guy, he just cared about gold. In the second movie, the characters weren't really that interesting, I guess. Because it's kind of hard to really remember their names and what they did. In the third movie, I kind of forgot what actually happened and like who were the villains.
Yeah, that's
Um,
that's kind of the thing with the early One Piece movies. They're all kind of just like that.
yeah. I think it was pretty a decent movie. You know, I mean, it's definitely not as bad as the one that's coming after this one, but you know, solid, I guess. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Mhm.
Moon.
Okay, so improvements. Definitely action wise, this movie's a lot better than the last three movies combined. But on the story front, I still think movie one is a better overall story compared to this one. A lot
Actually,
of the gripes I've had, like I've said before, is just with the villain being basically Crocodile too. And yeah, the animation is definitely an improvement over movies 2 and 3. Like that's probably the low point in like animation for all these movies. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about them in comparison to the last three movies.
okay. Yeah, I agree with you on the action improvement. They clearly they put a little bit more effort into this than the last two movies. I like the art direction they went with. The um I think the quality of the story is probably equal to the second film, as in there's just major plot points, but nothing very interesting happens. Oh, but they do have cool concepts going on.
Yeah.
I guess the first parts are interesting, where they just ran out of money and have to do a race just to get some dough. Um, yeah, that's all I had to say. It's definitely better than the last two. Uh, Animation wise, probably better than the last three movies, but movie wise, better than the last two. Yeah.
I didn't really see the first three movies except for that. I just know one of them has Sanji crucified, and that's all I know. I don't know.
That was like the most
I
memorable.
take
guess.
back everything.
That was like the most memorable part in that movie.
Just gone.
I'm gonna say no because it couldn't top that scene, and that's it.
I also agree. I
roast
take back every positive thing I have to say about every other One Piece movie. Movie 2 wins with crucified Sanji.
Sanji just
Hell yeah.
finally just getting what's coming to him.
Finally.
It's a long time coming. Unreal. They're not gonna be able to see this, but I hope you put an image of this image on the TV in the
Yes.
podcast.
Just constantly
Have it flicker in and out, you know.
the constant Sanji fan.
I love it.
A reminder.
But
A
yes,
grim reminder.
Great image.
W's.
Dubs in the chat.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll move on to movie number 2, the One Piece Curse of the Holy Sword. The director by, what the fuck was it? Kazuhisa Takenoishi.
Oh yeah.
Kasuhisa Takenoichi.
I can.
I just want to say this first.
Mm-hmm.
Miss, I forget your name already. I'm sorry, but I'm sure you do better work. But this movie was boring.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
They did the Daft Punk video.
He may have directed it.
Okay, so he has done something better. Good.
Good. Yes.
He's
Way
redeemed himself.
better.
Interstellar 5777777.
Interstellar
Oh,
555.
Alright, first topic. What do you guys think about the JRPG plot? So, Pale.
I barely. I don't remember the JP. I don't remember that plot. I just. Okay, that's gonna be for the next topic, but I don't remember the JRPG plot. I don't know what you're all talking about. I was like, wait, what? What did I miss?
You remember there was like a village and there was like an old lady
magic stones, magic
The
sword,
prophecy
end of the
about a
world,
sword.
Blah, 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 blah.
demons.
Hmm.
She stood up. She was an old lady, but she stood up and she was actually like super tall, and then she like shrunk back down.
Oh, that lady. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
man.
So
don't know.
are you gonna say the M word?
No.
What?
Mid?
Where the fuck did that come
Oh.
No, M word. Mid.
You said N. You said N.
No.
No, he
you
said
guys-
N.
You guys just hear what
not
you want to
slick at
hear.
all.
You all
Uh,
hear what you want to hear.
Okay.
Just
It's
say
no
it's
Final Fantasy. It's no Yakuza Like a Dragon. So, eh.
So garbage, lower than mid. But yeah, anything? I guess I just move on to myself.
Sure.
Is I didn't mind the JRPG plot of this movie. I just think it's weird to have a JRPG plot in a One Piece movie. Like I don't, even though this is a fantasy world where people have devil fruits, it's kind of weird to put in magic into it. Yeah,
Well, it's not necessarily weird. It's just how they did it in this is just uninspiring.
it's not even a magic devil fruit. It's just demon swords
Yeah.
and orbs that walk by themselves.
That was such a dumb plot. Oh no, the magical orbs we're looking for are hidden. Oh no, an earthquake just
Oh, look,
reveals
they're
them.
here.
Yeah, they're
Here
right
they are.
there,
Wow.
right near to our main character.
What are the chances, right? Let's go, guys. Let's go home.
But yeah, Moon, your thoughts on it?
Uh,
You're the JRPG fanboy here.
I am, and this wouldn't be a bad like just basic plot for like a standard game. I think I'm just gonna start off with the dislikes because I don't really have a lot of likes to this movie. Like I just find it
That-
mid,
That's like
if to use the shonen term.
that's the third topic of this.
Whether or not this movie is mid.
No, the likes and dislikes.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't. This
I didn't know we got to that point yet.
Zoro
No,
is
no, we
not. Zoro is the main character, like the main focus, like character of this movie from the one, from the Straw Hat
Is he?
crew. Yeah, no, he's like
Me.
remember, it's like his ex boyfriend
He's fairly
like calls to him. It's like Zoro, like the rest of the gang has to try and get trying to understand why Zoro's helping this guy, who turns out to be like the main villain of the movie. Like I don't. Why Zoro? This is not his strongest moment.
But yeah, we'll move
That's
on.
all.
We'll get to that in the other two topics.
Jesus
His
Christ.
ex-boyfriend.
But Foil,
Oh. Oh man. Can't really say I remember much from this movie, apart from like the end where the guy gets possessed by the sword.
like a
Just that most
JRPG
of the
villain.
movie is boring.
Dang.
Dang, Chungus.
Yeah, I love when my stories feature Dante from the Devil May Cry series. I will say one cool little I guess it's technically part of the story. In the beginning of this movie, they're being chased by Commander Drake, who was like so the anime has a bunch of like filler marine characters like Jonathan and a couple others, but Drake's one of them. And so they throw in Drake every now and again, but Drake is also chasing them at the end of movie 4. So he's chasing them at the end of movie 4 and he's chasing them at the beginning of movie 5 to kind of bookends them, kind of like
Yeah.
connects as well. Anyway, I don't like JRPGs, so that's why
Not
that's
yet.
why my tidbit had nothing to do with JRPGs.
You
But
don't, you don't like JRPGs yet.
I like Cyber Sleuth.
You will soon.
I like Shin Megami 5 too. That was fun. Other than that, yeah, it's so weird because I really don't. I know I've seen this movie twice, but I really don't. Even I don't really remember this plot very well. It's very like boring.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a very boring plot. much like mini JRPGs. Am I right, gamers?
No.
Absolutely
sorry.
right.
Chungus, you are all dead to me.
I'm sorry.
I disagree. I'm disagreeing. I agree with you.
I'm sorry.
Dead. All dead.
But other than that, I think that's all I had to say about the JRPG plot.
Okay. Next topic. Zoro's boyfriend, Saga. So Chungus,
Oof.
what do you think about him? Is he a
Dante.
hunk? Is he a hunk or not?
Dante. He's just Dante.
Literally.
And I don't like Dante, so
Oh.
Wow.
I
You
thought
don't like hot guys?
I don't know, he's not doing it for some reason. He's just too full of himself. If you hear him talk in the games, he just never shuts the hell up. He just loves stroking himself. Anyway, it's not my type. I thought it was cool that this is like so okay, technically Zoro already has a cursed blade with him, but this is the first time they really do something with a cursed blade, because this is before you see him use like his Ashura form later.
Yeah.
So because I believe this takes place around like Skypiea. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he's just very boring. Like, I don't know, Saga's just like, you know what Saga's like? Not to bring up Rick and Morty, but have you ever seen an episode of Rick and Morty where there are like these fake people that show up by planting good memories? And there's like Mr. Poopy Butthole and
Oh yeah.
anyway, that's what Saga is. He's like, I was here this whole time. Zoro,
I was there.
in
You
a
remember
movie,
me,
but at the
Zoro?
same
Oh,
time,
yeah,
it's
it
like,
was
Always there.
you and
We trained at
Kuina
the
and
same
me.
dojo.
Oh, and the master almost picked me too. Remember that, Zoro? It's like, I don't buy this.
He was
I don't
always
know.
there, Chungus.
I think part of it is just because Zoro's backstory is kind of like very linear, and there's not like a lot to add to it. And unfortunately, that's what they chose to. Anyway, that's what they chose to make the plot. So I don't know. That's kind of a point against Saga. So I don't really like Saga. If I had to compare him to Gasparde from the last movie, I'd say they're like maybe kind of equally dumb. I don't know.
Yeah, I like Gaspacho more than Saga.
Yeah, I can't blame you on that. All right, that's all I got.
All right, Foil.
yeah, the piggyback on what Chungus said is basically like I hate in like a cartoon or something where you just have like this random character who's never mentioned before up until the point where it's like convenient. You know?
Just gaslights you.
He was always there.
It's always there, guys.
Just like how Frankie was with the team before they met Chopper.
That was devious of them to do that.
We'll get to
What?
that.
How dare they?
But yeah, Sovereign, I mean, you know, just point out that he looks like Dante from Devil May Cry series. And he kind of looked like Inuyasha. I mean, that's pretty
Oh
much it.
yeah, you the Yasha form.
Moon.
Yes. What I think about Zoro's boyfriend?
Yeah, his boy toy.
His boy toy.
Cannot call him that.
Well, no. Zoro is Saga's boy toy because as soon as Saga calls him up, Zoro comes rushing in.
Bro.
Throws a knife at him and goes like,
he
"I
would never
want
do
you."
this. He would never do this.
or like
Yeah,
literally
just
introduced to
feel like
Zoro
that.
in this movie. It's like he gets a knife thrown at him with like a message on it, like it has like a meaning to it, and it goes like, "Yeah, hey, get over here.
Well,
I need you."
gotta answer that booty call.
Real.
Mm-hmm.
He would never do this. He wouldn't do it.
I mean, the sword is kind of like his like power up. He just becomes Inuyasha. Goes from Dante to Inuyasha within like a minute.
Oh,
It's just I don't know.
me.
He's not a great villain. He's not memorable. Just like most of this movie.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, this is like
We're turning into
the
the
worst.
culture
This is
war.
like either like the worst or second worst movie that isn't like a rehash of like Alabaster or Drum Island.
Mm.
Like It's up there with like movie 3 in terms of just being kind of the worst, in my opinion.
Maybe. I can see the case for it.
All right. Anything else?
I had nothing really. I have nothing to say more about the
about
Dante Connor
Saga.
Saga. That's his name. See, I don't even remember his name.
Saga.
I think Saga. I think of Sega.
Sega.
Call him Sage or something. I don't know.
Saga.
Oh,
Hey.
sexy.
Saga.
Yo,
Oh,
whose Discord is blowing up?
It spoils.
Oh,
Dang, boy.
man.
Foil.
Popular guy over here.
Mr. Popular here.
a mute
Awesome.
server.
Mute your phone.
Should have known it was the pet. I
Go
mean,
ahead.
but
Just mute your computer,
No,
Fortnite.
you just mute like everything that isn't like an at mention.
I thought that was like the Rebel Taxi like
just
server
turn
or
your
something. But I
volume
guess
down.
not.
Yeah, there we
Put
go.
in do not disturb.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna close it out. Damn, man.
Everyone, please message Foil. He's a very popular guy,
Oh,
and he deserves all the love and support he can get.
People are gonna get so confused thinking it's their Discord.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've checked my Discord, like, just in case. It's like, oh,
Their ears are gonna perk up like when a dog sees another dog on TV. You go, oh, is that
Yes.
me?
Ooh, a message.
Ooh, a message.
Para mí.
I never get a message.
Okay, so I'll make it quick. It's just I didn't mind Zoro's boyfriend. I just found it weird that they inserted him in as part of his like long backstory. They knew each other since kids in the same dojo training. That was weird. If it was just some random guy, some random swordsman he met while pirate hunting, it's a little bit more reasonable.
and no, it even shows them being like pirate hunters together, like in the middle of the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
to, like build up like their backstory, and like get us a reason to care for him.
He was always there, guys.
Like
I didn't see him.
that I
Luffy
can
just missed him. just missed him.
that I can
By
believe.
hair.
But them being in the same dojo is kind of weird.
God damn it!
Don't you know all swordsmen from the East Blue come from the same island?
That guy's from Wano.
They should have just picked they should have just made a person that looks like that girl that died, whoever her name is.
Saga.
Oh,
Saga
no.
Saga is probably from Wano. Think about that. Think about it. That's crazy.
You didn't have
Crazy.
to drip to be from Wano. I'm sorry.
You might.
And the other thought is he's just very generic looking. That's it. Like, generic JRPG.
Are you calling Dante from Devil May Cry
Yes.
generic looking?
He
Yes.
looks like every DeviantArt character. I know he probably inspired it, but that's why I never liked him.
Please stop.
I know.
Generic.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. I
that-
can never post this
Muting
publicly.
every single server I'm in and
That-
still calling.
That's all I got. So Pale.
Same thing. I don't like when they just shove a character like, yeah, this character was always there. I'm like, no, they weren't. Stop lying. Stop gaslighting me. Stop.
You may be Gaslight Thursday, but we draw a line.
Mr. Poopy Butthole. He was always here.
Day one.
Didn't he also have like a missing arm?
He did.
Doesn't Shank have a missing arm?
Yes.
Yes.
Shanks does have a missing arm.
I didn't even
Shank's
notice
reskin?
that.
Yeah, no, his arm's missing, Chungus, because remember he gets like locked up on the ship. and
Everyone's
goes, like,
saying he's Dante, but I'm over here thinking he's Shank's reskin.
no, he's not. He's not Junkyard
Hmm.
Shanks.
He's edgy Shanks. Yeah,
Hey,
because Shanks was also a swordsman.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I guess that makes sense.
All right. I
That's
think
probably
it.
intentional.
Anything else, Pale?
That's it.
But it's like, did he? I thought his arm was just broken, not missing.
was it? I don't know. I just remember
Yeah.
like the chains or like the sword when he
Yeah,
does
yeah.
get the cursed sword, like it gets better or regrows or something.
Ew.
yeah.
It grows.
Because it's like Zoro, leave me. I'll be fine. Gets in, like, and there's an explosion on the ship.
Dies.
As you can see, the sword was actually a Namekian sword.
Pulled a gamer move. The Namekian
Once you equip this sword, you gain the attributes of a Namekian, and it includes slim regeneration.
attributes of an Namekian, huh?
Yeah,
Oof,
Yes.
that's some strong wording there.
that wouldn't be like a bad thing though. Like armor, like I don't know.
Oh, brother, you have the
Arm
attributes of a Namekian.
What's that
You-
supposed to
You
mean?
can regenerate limbs. You got the N-word
Hey.
pass.
You got those pink
What?
elbow things. Like the pads of your biceps and triceps are like pink.
You
or whatever.
you can only sustain yourself off of water.
You can get like slightly bigger, but like you'll never do it again. You only do it like once because it
You can
actually like, throws
re-
your back out and it really
You
hurts.
can you can reproduce asexually.
That's pretty
Ooh,
base.
finally.
Just coughing
mean-
up eggs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Little pelitos y pelitas.
You could scramble them too. You never starve.
No.
Just be recycling your
Mm.
nutrients.
free
Oh.
breakfast.
Space.
Anyway,
Alright.
move on to the next topic. The likes and dislikes. So, Pale, likes and dislikes of the movie.
I like his fiance Maya. I think she looks neat.
My
I think Toma, he's got good drip. I wish he was canon. I like his drip.
the stoner swordsman.
Yes.
Toma, yes, he was dope.
He looks cool. I guess dislikes is oh yeah, this guy Saga, he was always there. No, he wasn't. Shut up. That's
That's it. Okay.
yes.
So my likes and dislikes. My likes are the saga cutting people in half. Like that was weirdly violent.
Yeah. That was nuts.
That was nuts. But I liked it. The same as Fel Maya, the cute hair girl.
The JRPG love interest.
JRPG
For
lover.
Saga?
Yes. And what I didn't like is the Zoro instantly betraying the team for just a person he thought was dead years ago.
Whoa. He would never do this.
They would never do that. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. So move on to you, Moon.
I mean, likes. I like Toma. Like again, he's obvious. Why do like some of the background characters in these movies just have the coolest designs? Like,
Right?
that aren't even canon. It makes me so sad.
Same.
Let's see. I like the fact that like when like the demon like how they visualize like the demon thing like infecting everyone, which is giving them red eyes. It was funny.
Oh yeah.
They were just getting high.
Mhm.
Oh,
Base.
I don't. There's not really a lot else I like from this movie. It's a lot more dislikes. I don't like the fact that they chose to focus Zoro as like the focal point character from the Straw Hats. He just doesn't work in the role, unfortunately. It's like the key character.
He's not as charismatic as the others.
Exactly. He's like less open to like background. It's like despite like I like Zoro. I really do. He's one of my favorites, but his backstory is like very. I wouldn't call it simple, but it is.
I mean, it's just one. It's one thing that happened. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's like you can't. I just feel like you can't really expand on that.
Yeah.
Because his like all backstory got like front loaded early on. It's just you can't. I don't see a way you can really add on to that.
His backstory in the manga is literally like 6 pages.
Mm-hmm. And it just gets straight to the point. Oh, my best friend died, and now I'm continuing her legacy of becoming the strongest swords person in the world.
She fell down some stairs.
She's
In a
Isn't
dojo,
that like a
in a dojo 3 feet from the ground. She fell down some stairs.
Isn't it like a
and died.
euphemism for like suicide though in Japan?
Is
From
it?
what I've researched, that was just like an urban rumor started on the internet. From what I've actually
Okay.
researched, it's not.
Okay.
But like, see, that's the thing. Like in Japanese homes, there typically aren't like huge, like lavish stairs. It's not like a mansion. You know what I mean? And that village is modeled after Wano, which is Japan.
Fake
So
Japan.
that's weird.
It's fake Japan.
Anyway.
One Piece Japan.
Anyway,
She
I really
just
don't
Oh,
understand.
no.
What stairs could she feasibly
She-
fallen down? I
she-
don't understand.
she tripped and landed on her sword, Chungus.
Oh,
Oh.
Just wondering where those stairs were. That's all.
Chungus just has like a floor plan of the entire
Listen,
complex.
you
I
have
mapped
to
out this village inside and out. Where are the stairs?
you have to wait until chapter 20,000 where they explain that she was just assassinated by the dojo master.
She had a rare devil fruit. It wasn't weak to the ocean. It was only weak to stairs, and she didn't know. The minute she stepped on that first step, she just dropped dead. Couldn't believe it.
Oh,
She always jumped over that step before.
She was just
no.
my hawk in disguise.
Mihawk.
Yeah,
What's crazier, her dying down a flight of stairs 2 feet from the ground, or Shanks giving up his arm because the equivalent of like an angry coyote bit his arm off.
Mm-hmm.
Like that sea creature was absolutely nothing to him, and he just let it have his arm. Crazy.
The story of its time.
Yeah.
I don't know, but anyway, I
Alright.
can't really think of anything else I like about. I like the old lady. Old lady, like the twist of her actually being really tall was funny. Like her just like unfolding essentially to be taller. It was great.
it's a great gag.
Stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, foil.
I like that it was over.
oh,
Damn.
Dude.
Look, he had the balls to say it. All right.
But no, no, it's like Let me see. Oh, I actually gotta think about this.
No thinking, just blur it out.
Okay, well, I thought that I mean, most like One Piece. I mean, except for the third one, of course. The animation is really good.
Mhm.
You can really say that about most of One Piece. And it's kind of hard to really defend this movie when the rest is just kind of boring, bland, and it kind of messes with the continuity or whatever. So that's about it. It's just dislike.
All right. And Chungus.
So I mostly agree with all sentiments. I didn't really think it was like that great of a movie. I actually think this one is somehow really boring. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like they sit around and don't do a whole lot. I guess the one thing I like that they try to make a Zoro movie, because of all the Straw Hats to kind of go into their backstory, I think it kind of had to be Zoro. Because if it was like Sanji, it would just be like an angry chef or something. But having like a antagonistic swordsman is kind of a cool idea. So I like that they tried to do that anyway. Dislikes, man, I don't know. It's kind of boring.
Boring.
JRPG girl is pretty boring too. I really don't remember any like defining character traits about her.
She had blue hair and 3 balls.
she had some balls in her hair.
She had 4 balls, sir. She had 4 balls. Thank you very much.
4 balls in her hair.
Just say Jojo.
She was blue. She certainly was blue. Other than that, yeah.
That's it.
It's kind of mid movie. That's all.
When will my boy Usopp get his own movie? God, Usopp.
He can't.
He will. I believe
No
in him.
interesting character can come from his village. That's the thing.
His father.
It's the same with like most of them, like because they couldn't go into Luffy's backstory yet. So that just left Nami, Sanji, maybe Robin, but like they probably weren't going to go into her backstory yet either because it hadn't been revealed. So
It's going
it like
to
had to be Zoro.
gonna be a filler movie of the giants coming back to find Usopp and making
That
him his king.
would actually be kind of cool though. I would love to actually watch that.
But yeah.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
go to Elbaf.
next movie, One Piece 6, Baron Matsuri and the Secret Island. Likes and dislikes. So, Chungus.
I like that this is one of the more fun One Piece movies, and I like that this is also one of the like most depressing and fucked up One Piece movies. Um, let's see. I like how they also they kind of combined the Davy back fight, which is where I think the anime was, and in the manga they were like at Water 7. So Water 7 deals a lot with like internal conflict within the Straw Hats, and they kind of tried to replicate that here. So I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was cool that they kind of like meshed two things together.
Mhm.
They had to work with what they had. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
Foil.
Okay, so the things that I really liked about the movie is, like the designs of the plant people, and it's like the contrast between like the first hour or so where it's kind of bright
Mm-hmm.
and cheerful, and then like Chungus said, it just gets depressing around like the next
Yeah.
half. It's like the tone is just
It goes
it's dark,
from Mario Sunshine to Fallout.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's also the animation, but we'll get to that part.
Hmm?
That's about it.
Moon.
I love nearly everything about this movie, from the plot, the animation, the art style, the comedy. I think this is definitely up there with like movie one in terms of like my favorite movies in this series. I don't what I don't I just I'm having a hard time actually coming up with like dislikes. Like it just makes this movie just makes me feel sad the more I think about it.
Yeah.
In like in a good way. Like from the story of like the villain Baron and like his whole backstory to like everyone else's like the other like survivors, I would call them on this island. It's just it's really well done. Like especially if you're like a huge One Piece fan, like seeing like the crew like go through everything they do in this movie.
Sheesh.
It's rough.
Mhm.
It's just good. It's just a good story.
Okay.
I got nothing really specific at the moment. I'll wait for you guys.
Nothing else? All right. And then for me is the same feelings. I think this is one of the better One Piece movies. Probably one of the best One Piece movies out there. The it really balances well the lightheartedness of the characters with a more serious tone that
Yes.
later develops in the film. So a few things I liked is the different art direction, because it's a noticeable difference, but it's fun and it works well with the tone of One Piece, the general vibe of One Piece. Then, like Boyle said, the Mario Sunshine looking characters with the plants on their head, I like them. Like that. I like that concept. And the last thing would be just those old people on that robot machine boat where they just kept rebuilding the boat every time it kept getting destroyed. I thought was pretty fun seeing. And then
Oh.
Mhm.
No, I was just gonna say like all like the fights that they go through, like the challenges are like really funny.
yeah.
Like from the catching the gold, like the giant goldfish with the net, to just again the riverboat race. Plus Sanji getting mad over
The
the
chef.
cook because everyone was praising him. He's like, "No, I'll show you how to cook."
I'll show you some real food wars.
Mm-hmm.
But
No, go on. Sorry.
okay, but yeah, the out of all of them, that old people fight and the frog ninjas was probably my favorite. Then for this, like, it's very hard. Like, this movie's pretty good, but I would say just that scene around the end where they show the flower from facing and it's just a bunch of holes.
Oh,
It's gross to look at.
Don't even bring that up. It's so gross.
It activates the trypophobia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. So Pale.
basically the same thing. It actually feels like an actual movie. It's like, oh man, they're having a great time, and then something serious happens, and I'm like, oh, finally, something happens. People dying. Finally.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes. I don't know if I got my, I guess, lack of notes wrong or right, but I think someone who worked on one of the Digimon movies worked on that.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, the director did
Yes,
like
the
a few of the Digimon OVAs.
Mamoru Hosoda.
I think that's pretty neat, and it shows. It really
You know,
shows.
he's done a
Yeah.
lot of good like movies.
Yeah, he does. That makes sense.
We'll get
He's
into
done
it.
more dramatic movies.
Yeah, I like it. I like this one. I actually like this one. That's it.
Any dislikes?
Everyone should have died. No.
Everyone should have died. The end of One Piece.
And a
No,
One Piece in a
I don't
movie,
know.
in a non-canon movie.
I
Not
can't
like
think
this.
of anything.
The character is not supposed to die or something like that? Or he can't?
Usually not.
I can't think of anything I
do.
dislike so far.
So far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can just move on to the next topic. But I'll add in one thing that I forgot to mention is I also like the Flowey from Undertale being the villain of the movie.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Villain's
So-
a creepypasta.
He is a creepy.
Otis currently closing in on Toby's location as we speak. So
He's literally
be
just a
interesting.
creepypasta character.
exactly.
And these creepers did no thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even that it like adds to it though. It's
I
so
know.
depressing.
I like
It's-
him. I like him. I just
Like it's understandable his motivation. He's such a good Baron is such a good he's a villain with like the secret villain being the flower after all. Spoiler.
Yes.
Oh well. We'll put up with spoilers.
Anyway, spoilers.
Spoilers! We're already like 3 movies in, but spoilers.
6 movies in. I'm gonna put a spoiler tag right
The
now.
audience knew what they were getting into when they clicked this video.
You
Okay.
gonna click on the video?
Did people watch this video? Shit.
Yes. Oh, podcast.
You
Ugh, crazy.
random listener. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, well.
Donate to my OnlyFans.
Okay, I need you to look
Whoa.
at both of these movie covers and just see how cursed both of them are. They're both incredibly cursed.
Okay, well, you send that. We'll move on to the next topic. I'll mix them up. I'll mix both of them into one. The different art direction and the direction of Mamoru Hosoda. So Pel, your thoughts on it?
It's good.
Good.
It's good. I'm not a person of many words. It's good.
Big
That's it.
movie, good.
It'll be good.
Okay, so and my thoughts is I feel like Sohei really gave a lot of creative freedom to this director, and I only think that because this guy made a lot of good movies in the past, like that Digimon movie, the Girl Who Leaped Through Time, the Summer
No,
Wars.
actually, that's after this. This is his first like feature length film.
Oh, this is the first.
Yeah, this is for he worked on the Digimon shorts, like the
Ooh.
OVA, like before this.
Oh,
but
right, because they're both Toei. That makes perfect sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wow, I never put that together. Huh.
yeah,
He's one of
no,
my favorite
Okay.
directors too.
I had
yeah, no,
the-
this is actually his first like directorial like feature length film. And
Okay.
it's pretty good, like first outing.
Okay, so then
That's
I had the
crazy.
timeline.
They let him do this as his first film? Jeez, it's huge.
I had the timeline backwards, and then it's like, damn, it's still impressive if it's his first film. the
Yes.
and it's weird that he had so much control over it. Then, if it's actually his first film, because I can see his style throughout the film.
I mean, those OVA like movies or whatnot were pretty long, so he probably earned it from that. Another work he's done, but yeah, it is impressive.
It is just that great.
Oh,
But
what
yeah.
is? Oh,
Move on to Moon.
I like how everyone. I like the how everything like it floaty it feels like it just the whole movie like with like no like outlines or anything like that. Well, like barely like thin outlines. It just really is like I feel like the pinnacle of like animation for like the One Piece movies up until like the modern era with like say like Z, Stampede, and Gold. Like it's so good. It's a visual treat throughout the whole movie.
It's a visual
It
treat.
is. It is an apt way to describe this film and how it looks.
It's appropriate. Sure.
Has a good tropical vibe to it.
Like it's just
Island.
so much fun. Like like when the action like comedy scenes, it just works. It adds it onto it. Like would I like to see this like kind of style throughout the entire like anime series? Probably not. Like it definitely it being like a one-off definitely like adds to like the enjoyment in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I have to say about how I feel about the art direction of this movie. Actually, haven't seen a lot of his other works except for like brief like segments over the time. I definitely need to go into his catalog and just watch like all of them. So yeah.
Watch Bell right now on HBO Max. Not sponsored, please. Warner Brothers sponsor me.
Oh, please sponsor us, please. MIS on
Please, let's sell out.
You're doing horrible business decisions. Please sponsor me.
Please. I
That's
will
not how you get a
sell
sponsorship.
the goth
Doomed
feet.
us.
Goth feet, guys. Come on. Please.
I'll direct a DC movie, dirt cheap.
Very cheap. I'll do
Next
anyone.
Robert
Please.
Rodriguez.
I'll do Booster Gold. I'll do any character, please.
I'll do the what's it called? Cosmic Cab Driver. Like
I'll do the cat, the Red Lantern cat. I'll make that a movie. Come on.
the fuck what the Detective Chimp. I'll make that a movie.
Detective Simp. Is it my turn? Do I go?
No, it's Foil's turn.
Oh, okay.
How dare you try and skip over foil?
No, I did. I forgot. I didn't know where we were. Sorry.
That's my job.
Jerk.
Dick.
It's Dork.
Dork.
Well, yeah.
Okay, Kevin.
Well, yeah. Yeah, like I really love the animation like really well because it's a real treat, you know. And I always like when like a animated series has a different director and you can point out like different like changes in the characters like in their movements or it's like looking into the director's vision and seeing like how these characters like function in their eyes. You know, he did a pretty good job with that. It was like his first film debut.
He put his soul into
You
it.
know,
Knocks it out of the park.
looking at Wikipedia, and I think it said like he was a key animator on a Samurai Champloo or something like that.
He
Then like I know the
I
other
think
day
he
you were
technically
talking about
did.
Wolf Children. Oh, sorry.
I think he technically did his Digimon stuff first, but that was like OVA work. This is like his first like feature.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, it was like y'all mentioned Wolf Children. I'm like, yeah, that I can definitely see like his style in the movie. You know, he has a very cute like feel to it. I mean, it's kind of hard to describe. It's like love how he animates hair. It has very like attention to detail. Like it kind of reminds me of Studio Ghibli's animation a little bit too.
I'm looking more at like his like work, and he was a key animator in Dragon Super Saiyan and Broly Second Coming.
Yeah. I always know him for Our War Game. Digimon Our War Game,
Mm-hmm.
which is before this. It's like 2000. But he did another special before that as well.
Yeah,
Those are-
Chungus, it's your turn now.
Yeah, go ahead, Chungus.
Yeah, so I can't believe I didn't put two and two together that this is Mamoru Hosoda, because he's one of my favorite directors just because of Our War Game and Summer Wars, which is like Our War Game, but you know, if you had to make Our War Game without Digimon.
Or War Game, Ready Player One.
Yeah. They go into the computer verse. So and Bell was also like a much more dramatic movie. So in a lot of his movies, I noticed he has a thing where the story will suddenly take like a turn, like a very drastic turn. Or I think what struck me about that first Digimon special he did too is like it's very like quiet and like melancholic, and like the dub adds in a bunch of like loud ska music, but I think he's someone who does action well and he does quiet moments well. So yeah, this is a cool movie to watch him do that with One Piece. I will say what they do to Luffy in this movie is like sadistic, because he practically gets like crucified on a boulder and has to watch like all his friends get absorbed in a flower and die, which is just like, I mean, man. Even when Ace got I don't even think that was as bad as what he just went through with them. So
Tragic.
Tragic.
Zooey. Mom.
Holy mama.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's all I got.
Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna skip over this one, about the tone, and go through the last things. So, which one is your favorite out of all three? Chungus.
Come on.
Obviously,
I mean, I
the
think we're all gonna
sword
say-
one.
Yeah, they're all gonna say movie 5, right? No.
Movie 5 is my favorite movie. I will fight all of you right here, right now.
Okay, hear me out. I would say 6, but the thing is, 6. Like if 6 was just the first half, I'd say 6, but it's just so dang depressing. Like I cannot watch it and like I can't watch it without getting a little sad, because it's just like, man, even by the end of it, it's like they got out, but they still witnessed horrors beyond compare. Like I don't know. I'm glad that movie's not canon. I'm glad that movie's not canon, because Luffy would never be the same again. So I kind of like 4 because it's just like mid, but it's like whatever. I don't have to pay attention to it. It's bland and forgettable. 6 is too good. It makes me emotionally invested, and I don't like that. I don't like having emotions.
But that's what a movie's for.
Emotions are cringe.
Ringe.
Yeah, that's it. Really, I like 4 and 6. All right, I just don't like 5.
All right, foil.
Well, my favorite is Chopper's Kingdom on the Island of Strange
I
Animals.
knew
no.
it.
No,
I
but
fucking knew it.
We're-
no. Um, yeah, I'm kind of with Chungus. There was like the sixth one is kind of like really depressing near the end. I'm kind of tossed up between 4 and 6. 5 is like the black horse of the three. But probably gonna have to go with the six because even though it's kind of depressing and all that near the end, it still made up for it in the beginning where it's kind of cozy.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is just watch the end and then fast forward. Rewind to the beginning. You'll feel better.
Rewind to the first half.
Okay, Moon.
And obviously, movie 6. I'm not a coward like these
No.
fellas. Movie 6 is the
Oh,
best one out of all of these that we have talked about.
We all
From
said that.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know,
coward
but
here.
I'm not afraid to admit it. To me
Cowards
being
here.
the press.
I admitted what I admitted, sir. See me after
I know.
class.
Okay.
Okay.
See me after class.
But no, the entire like feel of the movie just adds on to like, and if you're definitely like a fan of this move, like of the series, like it just adds more and more towards like the ending of movie 6, like the final act and how it resolves. Like it's like added the more of a fan you are of this series. Like it's definitely my favorite, probably like top 3 easily out of all the movies that
Yep.
this series has to offer.
All right. Mine's just movie 6. Obviously, like objectively, is the best
Yeah.
one.
Hey, we all get it.
Yeah.
Do we?
And then Pep.
If this was
Dead
the
horse.
other podcast, I would have been the one that had Sanji crucified. Just because that made it
So,
that's all
top
we needed
10.
to see.
movie
Such
2.
epic moments.
But nah, it's 6. I like to feel emotions.
I like when Luffy suffers. He needs to
No,
suffer
no,
more.
no.
No, I don't
no.
like seeing Lily all messed up.
It
So
felt
sad.
like
Ugh.
an actual movie.
Oh, it's brutal. This is
It was brutal,
torture.
but I'm like, damn.
I can't watch my boy get tortured that much, bro. There's
Did
no
you
way.
not? Did you not like that scene at the end where he's just like the rain of arrows just like comes smashing down on him, and yet he's
No.
still moving because he believes in his friends?
I
Is
like
that
when
not
they-
One Piece?
When they save him and they have him in the hideout, and they just like ragdolling him, like he just won't move. He won't respond to anything. His eyes are just blank and open. Like he's never gonna be the same.
He's
nothing.
defeated. He's
I can't
Flowey
watch that again. I cannot
Flowey
watch that
won.
again.
He's the only villain that won.
That'd be like watching Sonic the Hedgehog get waterboarded or something. I can't look at it. It's too brutal.
I can.
You're not invested.
Sonic.
You're not invested like I am. That's my son.
That's your son.
That's my son.
Okay, and then any last words? Yeah.
I am not excited for these next movies we will be watching.
It needs more Sanji crucified.
Needs more Sanji crucifixion.
Let's get
Yes.
out of here.
I agree. It does need more Sanji crucifixion.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah,
knows what he did.
I got no other words. The only thing left on my notes is this side note unrelated to anything that just says Clown Island.
Clown Island. The Clown Island is
The
real.
Clown Island.
The Clown Island is real.
Just
Okay,
watch.
for those of you who don't know, Clown Island. Okay, spread the word. Spread the word. Chungus started it. Okay, Humongous Chunk of Chungus started this. Spread the word. Caesar Punk. Caesar from Punk Hazard. Clown. Caesar the Clown. Scientist? Yes. Buggy. Buggy the Clown, right? The titular clown man, him.
Fuck this man talking.
Makes the Muggy Ball. Makes the Buggy Ball. He's dabbling in chemical warfare. Scientist. Clown scientist. These are clown scientists. Think about it. That can only mean that there's an island full of clown scientists. It makes sense. Trust me.
You forgot
I still can't believe you stole this theory off from Reddit. Wow, what a hack!
I did not steal this from Reddit. I came up with this.
Sure.
I don't care what Reddit says.
You
Reddit
forgot.
doesn't exist.
You forgot the clown scientist in Golden Lion's crew.
Oh yes, but yeah, that guy too. It's real.
So,
Clown Island is real. Spread
Clown
the word.
Island is real. As you can see, Vegapunk is gonna be a clown scientist.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen it.
I mean, they already got people clowning around for them already.
Clowning around.
I've seen the fan art. People are horny.
Mr. Enter's greatest work, clowning around.
Clowning around, where a world is full of clowns.
So when are we gonna do the reading on growing around?
No, never.
I can record it, but you're gonna have to read it.
Oh no!
Oof.
Ugh.
Read it
Will we
live
get
on stage.
sponsored?
Okay,
Mr. Ender?
Mr. Enter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mr. Enter, if you want to sponsor us, reach out. We're all ears. We'd love to land your hard work. Just kidding. We would never.
But yeah, any last words?
I don't have any. I'm just trying to make space.
Okay.
and we better say something fast because we're just burning up time.
I know.
Tuner's
Baron
not gonna be
sad.
happy.
Me sad. Movie
End
6 makes me feel things.
Emotions.
Emotions.
You know?
And emotions over dorks, man.
Damn.
And I'm a
Dork.
big dork because I love emotions.
Everyone, please get on this Sigma male grind set like our boy Foil here.
Hell yeah.
Dork.
But yeah, that's the end of the podcast. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.